This is Self-Love Letters, a reality game show based on mental health, growth, vulnerability, and self-healing. Each week, contestants open a wax-sealed envelope with a task. It's a healthy competition with yourself. Join us on an incredible 8-week journey. Be vulnerable with us. Love with us. Self-Love Letters.
It's Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
March 1st.
Wednesdays are like Christmas to me, and Tuesdays are Christmas Eve.
For this week's task, let's go back in time.
Write and read a one-page letter to yourself from the past, telling them what you needed to hear.
And a message of hope from the future.
And a message of hope from the future. The winner of this task gets all the following plants.
Gets all of the following plants.
A Monstera albo,
A white princess philodendron,
A Monstera Thai constellation.
Pierre Silverde philodendron,
and a pink princess philodendron.
Yes, all of them.
Yes, all of them. This is about to be the best written letter that I've ever wrote myself. This letter, writing it was really hard. When I opened the letter and started reading it, I knew exactly like what I was going to touch on. My previous partner was very physically violent, and I had to go through an entire process with it. I'm just going to read. I think that when I'm done with this, I'm going to burn it with some black salt and let the past be the past and grieve, but also know that I'm letting this go with peace. Dear me, it's okay to ask for help. 2 years later, you have an amazing, gentle partner that doesn't lay hands on you. You're safe now. The hyper-independence and walls you put up from the streak of shitty people is a trauma response. In the year 2021 through 2022, you will have went through a year of court cases being pushed off, thrown out, but standing up for yourself and your sister. You were so strong, attending every court case, even when no one knew the extent of what was happening. In the process, you made a wonderful friend that unfortunately had to go through the same trauma. You, her, and your sister were able to send the abuser to jail after a long process. Things do get so much better and easier. You are truly so loved and supported by your friends and family. That hard-headed 20-year-old that we used to be is now learning to be soft and accepting of love and help. I am able to be kinder to myself these days. I called it from the beginning. I was like, this one is going to be so mentally hard. Thinking back that I let that stuff happen to me is really hard, and I wish I would have been better for myself. For a long time, I kept that stuff to myself because I was scared to say anything.
Yeah, this one was a little bit heavy, but definitely needed to kind of put myself back in my mental state that I was in the past. So, I tried to picture myself around 7, 8 years old, because that's when things really started to go downhill. It was just hard to be in that space again and think of what I needed to hear at that time. So, to Charlotte of the past. Things are not easy for you, and I wish it could be different. The sad truth is that you believe your current circumstances are your fault. I'm here to tell you, they're not your fault. You're just a kid. You shouldn't have to worry about these things. I also want you to know that you are enough just as you are. You don't need to change anything about yourself. You are worthy of love, and you deserve safety. One day, you'll get away from all of this chaos. It will get better. I can promise you that. Never give up on yourself. You're too important.
I am ready to read my letter. Dear past Justine, it's future Justine. We figured out time travel. Get ready. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Don't freak out. Just kidding. I guess you'll be happy to know that we still make dumb jokes that no one else finds funny. And we would still rather make those jokes than have to talk about serious things like feelings. I'm writing to high school you to tell you that it's all gonna be okay. I live in Colorado, I'm working, I'm married, I have the best dog ever, and I've stayed close with almost all of our friends and made so many more good ones on the way. I still question whether it's all gonna be okay every day. My number one follow-up question is still always, how do you know? The answer is still that we don't know for sure, but wouldn't it be so much harder to go through life assuming that it's not gonna be okay? This is still something that I work on every day, but it does get easier. We learn ways to deal with those worries, and it's hard, but it helps. It's hard to write this without giving any advice. There are a lot of things I wish we'd done differently, but we did those things and we're still okay. You have so much to look forward to. Thank you for being you, me, and us. I couldn't be where I am now without me, or without you. We love us, future Justine.
Let's see what we have in store this week. Dear Haley, you were at the only contestant that asked to be in this contest. Haley, you stepped up to a podium of vulnerability and asked for help on your healing journey because you believed in this project. Sorry. I will never forget your bravery about this. Your task is to look in the mirror and repeat the words written on the attached cards. I am a good person. I have something to say that people want to and will listen to. I am smart. I am kind. I am Haley Stump, and I am unique. That one's very true. I am a needed friend. I am valuable. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. And I love myself.
All right. Weekly video coming up. I'm gonna burn my letter that I wrote. Probably flush all my ashes and stuff down the toilet. Bury them maybe in a plant, and hopefully, well, no, because of salt. Now I'm releasing all negative energy. This is a long part, but I guess so is trauma healing too. Feel like I'm in a good mood today. Don't know why, just in a good mood. Probably because I'm releasing all this pent up sadness and anger. Am I allowed to show fire on the internet?
Yes.
Am I? Because I be seeing people on TikTok say this is a fake fire. This is a fake fire, if anything. The last bit that's left, and this wasn't intentional for me. It says, I am able to be kinder to myself.
This is the hardest video journal I think I'm gonna do. I was listening to a podcast on the way to work, and today there was an episode about this guy's dad who passed away from Parkinson's a little over a year ago. My father-in-law passed away. And a lot of the imagery that they were saying in this podcast was the same kind of stuff I saw as I watched my father-in-law die. I held him and I kissed his face. And I'm glad I was able to do that. And my mom has dementia, and we don't know exactly what's causing it yet, because dementia is really a symptom. It's not a disease by itself, so we don't know yet if it's Alzheimer's or Parkinson's or whatever. I have to think about the fact that it's not going to be much longer before I'm there again with my mom. And so I sit here and I just can't stop thinking about what it's going to be like to lose her. She's changed so much. And so I'm grieving all the time of just the loss of little things, the loss of being able to have a conversation with her where she really understands what I'm saying, just being able to connect with her the same way, knowing that that's never going to get better. It's just going to keep getting worse, and I'm going to relive those exact same things again. I can't just live in a constant state of dread. It's just so fucking hard. I just don't want to watch my mom die. Obviously, we lose people eventually, but it just feels like so soon. I wanted to just to finally be past all the tragedy and just the horrible pain of losing my father-in-law and the years of him being sick. Now I'm here. And I don't know how long it's gonna be. It's gonna take a lot of getting used to, and once I'm used to it, it's just gonna get worse. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. But I will.